Hey friends, it's Christy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share an overview of the entire Hello Bluebird new release that is happening tonight, August 11th at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I am. And it is such a great release, you guys. I am super excited to share all these products with you. This has got to be one of my favorite releases ever. I just love it to pieces. So we're going to dive straight into it. I'm going to set everything off to the side and we'll go through things one by one. And I will share also my card samples that I've got for a couple of the sets. So I wasn't able to do as many card samples as I hoped. My coworker has been on vacation, so I've had to fill in a lot of extra shifts lately at work. And so I was only able to get 3 card samples done so far, but I definitely plan on playing with this stuff more soon. So stay tuned for lots more videos with this release. So the first set I'm going to share with you is the one that we shared on preview day 1, which is this adorable set called Paige Turner. And it features these 2 reading girls and a few of their little pet friends. And I love this set to pieces. We actually have a little section in our design team group where we can suggest products, and this was actually one of my suggestions. I literally suggested a reading girl sitting in an armchair with a top knot, and she has brought this set to life, Katie, our owner and illustrator, and I could not be more happy with how it turned out. I love all the great bookish sentiments. I just think this set is so fabulous, and there are the matching dies, and I apologize for having to constantly cover parts of the images. Hopefully you can still see everything. It's just those awful counterfeiters, you guys. They're just, well, they're disgusting. But anyway, so here is the card sample that I made using this set. I colored the whole scene with Copics, including the design on the armchair. So if you haven't caught that video, definitely check it out. I love this armchair. I think it's so perfect for doing different patterns. You can absolutely color it simply as well, but I think it's a really great surface to practice your patterns on because there's so much room there for it. So I did a floral pattern, this large floral pattern on this one. I also did a little floral pattern on the teacup, but you could do stripes, you could do plaid, you could do polka dots, you could do a smaller floral design. I mean, there's just so many possibilities with this one. I think it's completely fabulous. And and also if you're looking for images to practice coloring your hair, this is a really great one. I think this image, it just has a lot of good places to start and finish your strokes. I think this is a really, really great hairstyle for like beginners when you're looking to color hair. So very, very, very excited about this stamp set, and I can't wait to use it even more. The next stamp set that I'm going to share with you guys is a big one. It is the new Sea Friends, and we have 4 fabulous mermaids and all kinds of different sea creatures. We've got some great sentiments. We've got some plants and rocks. It's a really big stamp set, and it's just chock full of adorable cuteness. And I do have a card for that one, which should have gone up today. This is day 3 actually, so I'm not going in order of the previews, but that's fine. So I've used 2 of the mermaids on this card, and I've also used one of the slimline scene dies, which I'll get to in a little bit. I'm going to do all the stamps first. But yeah, there's lots more elements in this die that I could have used. I only used parts of them because I wanted to use the Copic colored plants and things. But yeah, that is a really great die set as well. And I had a lot of fun coloring the mermaid's hair and giving them some sparkle. I really, really adore this set. I am a total mermaid girl anyway. When I was a little girl and I would swim in my grandma's pool on the 4th of July, we always, all of us cousins went to her house for the 4th of July. And I would always like try to cross my feet at the ankles and pretend I was a mermaid. Like, it was absolutely a thing for years and years and years. I always wanted to be a mermaid. So this set is totally up my alley. So we have a couple other stamp sets that go along with that one. Oh, by the way, I'm not showing them, but I have got all the matching dies. I've cut them all out and just placed them in there, either in their stamp pockets, or these big ones I haven't put in the big stamp pockets yet because I need to cut down some more paper to use as inserts that is the right size. But anyway, moving on. We've got another gorgeous underwater set called Sea Life. So there's my pocket ready to go with the dies on the back. But yeah, we've got dolphins, whales, sharks, fish. I think this is a swordfish. There's an octopus. Just so many great different sizes and cute little expressions. I think these are so much fun. These are a great companion set for the mermaids from Sea Life, or Sea Friends. This is Sea Life. But they also work great on their own if you just love to do like beachy, under the water type scenes. This set is so cute. There's actually 2 different dolphins there, so they're one of my favorites in this set. I really, really love them, but so great. I can't wait to use that one. I haven't had a chance yet, but I definitely plan to soon. And then one more set to go along with that is the new Sea Sentiments. So this goes with both of the previous 2 sets that I explained. There's so many great punny sentiments in this stamp set. This is a can't miss if you are getting one of the other sets, because it's just going to give you so many different opportunities for sentiments on your card. And there are a few matching dies for the few stamped images here. There's a couple little fish, and there's a die for each one of them. There's also the adorable little hermit crab. So I did use one of those sentiments on this card. I used the Keep Swimming along with another die that I'll get to in a bit. So moving away from the sea stuff, now we're going to get into the end of summer, into the fall weather, and we've got these adorable Bonfire Buddies. They are making s'mores, and you've got a bunch of little stumps and logs that you can use as chairs and like scene builder elements. I am so excited about these because I think they're going to work with so many different stamp sets. I love images like that because I just love woodland critters. They're my favorite, and I think these can be used with so many other different sets. But we've got some really, really cute little critters here. They're roasting marshmallows. Some of them are playing instruments around the campfire. We've got some graham crackers and some marshmallows. Really super adorable. And there are the matching dies. I have not had a chance to use that one either yet, but I can't wait. And then another kind of late summer into fall set is Life is But a Dream. We've got these canoeing critters. These guys are paddling, these guys are fishing, and then there's lots of different elements to add to the scene and a couple great sentiments. There's a little moon, and there's some seagulls, or you could make them egrets or whatever you want them to be. There's a duck down here. Super adorable. There's some stars. You can even do a nighttime scene if you want. Really adorable. I can't wait to use that one either. Now we're going to move into some birthday stamp sets, which I am super excited about. If you've been following my channel for any length of time, you know that I make a ton of birthday cards. It's always the cards that I need the most, and it's also what I usually sell at my workplace because they go great with gift cards. So I always need birthday cards, and I was very excited that we have several birthday stamp sets in this release. So the first one I'm going to share is the Oh Happy Day. This one was the one that I was assigned for day 2 of previews. So I've got a card right here using this one, And we've got these little critters having a dance party, and the fox is lifting up the number 5, which is another die set that we'll get to. And so you can like personalize it with the age of your recipient, which is super fun, or you can leave off the numbers and just use the happy birthday sentiment. Or we've got other sentiments coming up in another set that I'll show you, which I've used for the top of this card. So really, really fun. There's a little bit of glitter on this one. If you watch the video, you may notice that there's some glitter on the number 5 that I didn't have in the video, but later as I was looking at the card, I thought it could use a little something as an accent on the number to just draw your eye even more to that. So I added a little bit of Stardust Stickles, which I had used on other areas of the card on the confetti and the little pom-poms. And I just added like a thin line on the left side for like a little drop shadow or something to that number 5. So super adorable set, the Oh Happy Day. And then we also have another set that I am really, really excited to use. This one is called Cake Time. The only thing I've used from this set so far are these 2 little confetti images, which I used on this card all around to create that party vibe. But there's so many other cute critters here having their little cake, and there's some more little logs and stumps you can use for scene builders to kind of create this little woodland scene with them celebrating. You've got a cake and cupcake, balloons, banners, a gift. Just super adorable. I really, really love this set. This is another one of my favorites from this release, although I could say that about every set, honestly. I love, love, love all of them. I just think they're so fantastic. And then along with that, we have another sentiment set, which was another huge wish of mine. I really wanted Hello Bluebird to come out with a sentiment set that had larger sentiments and more like scripty sentiments for birthday cards. So this one has a really wide range of really large sentiments that can be a focal point on your card to some smaller sentiments that work great in your scenes. Like this one here, I did the Enjoy Your Special Day for that card right there. So that was all the stamp set. So we're going to get into the dies next. So we have the Ocean Overlay, which will give you these great little cutouts. So you could do a shaker card with these. I've even seen some of the girls use it as a stencil. And, you know, you could just cut it out of a separate piece of cardstock or a piece of acetate and then do your ink blending over top. Or you can just use it as like, you ink blend a piece of cardstock behind and then layer this over top. I think one of the girls die cut this out of some sparkle cardstock, which looked amazing and made me wonder why I don't have sparkle cardstock in my stash. I need to remedy that right away. So this is a square card. I believe it's 6 by 6. Give me one second here. Yes, it is. It's a 6 by 6 square background. So if you love square cards, this one is going to be right up your alley. Although you could definitely modify this for other cards as well. You would lose the frame, but you could just, you know, cut out your own frame or use one of the other sets that have a frame and just, you know, use the overlay part behind it. So I will definitely plan on trying to do that on a future card just to give you guys more options. So, you know, just because it comes in a certain size doesn't mean it has to be used in that size. Keep that in mind. Another amazing die. Hello Bluebird always knocks these scene dies out of the park. This one is the Ocean Floor Slimline scene, which is the one that I used on this mermaid card. So you can see that there were a lot more elements that I did not add to my card. All of these little corals and plants. It would have been beautiful, but I decided to use the stamped and colored ones instead. But you could even have added those and use the stamped and colored ones as well. You could layer them up and make a really cool scene with that. I just was running low on time, so I had to make a choice, and Copic coloring was the faster option for me, so that's what I ended up doing. But I did ink blend all of the stones and the sand to add some grounding to the images. But yeah, and this one could also be modified if you wanted to do like a standard A2 size card. Like you could just like cut out part of it and then obviously take away the frame. So you could just start with the bottom and layer the sand in this way, and then you could have all your images, you know, going up this way. Or you could also cut it down this way and do like a mini slimline. So there are definitely options with these as well. If you're not into slimline cards, that doesn't mean you can't use the die. Just keep that in mind. Another slimline die that we have, which is another scene, is the North Fork slimline scene die, and this one works really great with the canoeing set, the Life is But a Dream. I think that would be fabulous to have your canoeing critters right in the middle here, and then, you know, you could decorate the sides with the little fish or the birds or whatever you want to do. And again, you could absolutely make this, it would lend itself a little bit more to like a mini slimline, but I think you could probably even do a standard size card. The hard part would be because the trees are cut short, but you could always lift this part of the scene up higher towards the top of your card and then have a wider water part. So there are ways to use the elements of this for a standard size card as well, if that's what you're into, but it does work so beautifully for a slimline card. So we have one more of the scene dies, and this one is another square. This is the campsite scene. So this one works really great with the Campfire Buddies. Is that the name of it? I gotta flip back a little bit. Bonfire Buddies. So this is the perfect die for that one. You could have your little campfire in the center here, and then all your critters gathered around. There's several samples on the blog using this die with that set, and they look so fantastic. I just think this, I love the background scene dies. It just makes it so nice and easy. You don't have to think too hard about what you're going to do to fill in the background. It's all here for you, and it just really sets the stage for adorable cards. I really love these scene dies. Again, this one would be pretty easy to use as a standard card. Is it the same height? It's a little bit taller, right? It's actually a little bit shorter than a slimline card, so you'd probably have to remove the, is it 6x6? Maybe I didn't measure correctly. Oh, you know what? They're 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Is the overlay die the same? Sorry about that, guys. I didn't line it up with the 0. I lined it up with the 1 on my cutting mat here. So looks like they're both 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So it is a little bit shorter than a standard A2 size card, but you could just remove the frame and use a frame from one of the other sets, or use one of the nesting sets to create a frame and still take some of these background images. You could slide this one over, you know, use this one here and slide this one a little bit over. So there are definitely ways to use this for a standard size card as well, if that's what you want to do. So we have 2 more die sets to go. Nope, 3 die sets to go. The first one that I'm sharing now is the word bubbles. So this one has all different speech bubbles in all different sizes. This was the one that I used for the mermaid card, so I used this one right here. But there are all different sizes for whatever kind of sentiments you want to use. And I think this is going to be a really versatile set that I'm going to reach for again and again, because it just makes a really easy way to incorporate a sentiment into your scene and make it look more natural. And that way you don't have to just do a banner or, you know, stamping it right on the background or whatever. It gives you like more options. The next one is by the numbers. So we have all of these great numbers, which I've used on this card here. I used the number 5, but you can make any numbers you want with these. I've seen people do 16 or whatever you want, you know. I think that that's going to be really fun to use as well. Like I said, if you want to personalize the age of the recipient, it just makes it really fun. And then the last die set is one that I know that I am going to reach for again and again, because I was so in love with the nesting Decal mini slimlines, and so we requested the nesting Decal A2 and they delivered. So we've got this standard size card with this adorable deckled edge, which is so fun and different. You don't see that on a lot of cards these days, but I think it is a fabulous look. It gives you this adorable little cutout that reminds me of like an old book page. And yeah, it's just so lovely. I think it really pops when you use colored cardstock or pattern paper behind it. You can also do layers of it on top of each other, you know, and do a couple layers of different deckled edges. I love this die so much. I know I'm going to use this a ton. So that is everything from the brand new Hello Bluebird release. Like I said, it will be tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I am. So I hope that this video helps you guys to get your lists ready to go. You know, that way you kind of have had an overview between the blog and this video here of, you know, the different samples and the different ideas of how you can use the sets in different ways, and hopefully that will get you guys excited. And yeah, I will have another video on Saturday, a bonus video using Lawn Fawn. So if you're not sick of me yet, I know we've had 3 videos already this week, 3 card making videos, and now this haul makes 4. So Saturday's video makes 5 videos this week. So hopefully you guys are not sick of me yet, and you'll stay tuned for that as well. All right, I'll see you guys soon in another video. Take care, and bye-bye.